Tamara Basic Tees here, and this week I'm going to show you how to make a garter. A garter is a must-have for any exotic dancer. You put it around your leg and you can put your money on it and put a rubber band around it to keep it secure. A lot of clubs are going to require that you wear a garter because they don't want a customer to tip you and touch you anywhere else besides on your leg in your garter. A lot of places that's a no-no. And I don't want you to get it confused with a garter belt. A garter belt goes around your waist and a garter goes around your leg. So let's start sewing. Now we're at the serger machine and I have a piece of elastic and I've cut a long rectangular strip. And it's going to be stretchy the way the garter is going to go. And you're just going to sew this into a tube. Now when you're done with that, you're going to take your string turner, or you could also use a safety pin if you didn't have a string turner, and you're just going to turn it right side out. So once you have your string all the way turned right side out, you're going to put your string turner through the middle of it. And you're going to pick up your elastic. You're going to put the hook through one side and put the little clasp thing over to hold on to it. And then you're going to pull it all the way through. You're going to stay stitched down the first side with just a serger stitch, so you're sewing the fabric to the elastic. And then you're going to do the same thing to the other side, but you want to make sure that the seam is on one side and not twisted as you pull it through, because then it just doesn't lie as flat. So I got to push it down to the edge here just a little bit, and then I'm going to put another stay stitch. Then you're just going to stretch it out as much as you can, and it's going to put that gather in it for you. On to the next machine. So now at the second machine, we're going to go ahead and feed it under the pressure foot just a little bit. And on this particular garter, I like to make the stitch, could be a zigzag stitch, towards the center. It depends on your preferences. You can make the stitch more to one side than the other. I've noticed that if you make the stitch closer to the side without the seam, that there'll be like more of a ruffle on one side than the other. It's just your personal preference. So I'm going to start this. My needle's down. I'm sure it's bad for my needles. And then I'm going to take the other side and I'm going to pull it all the way back. I got to move with this. And then I'm going to hold on to the center and move forward. I just stretched out all that fabric with the elastic, and we're going to keep on sewing. So I'm going to do it again towards the end. Pull it real tight so that you're stretching the elastic out. So when you're done with that stitch, you're going to go over to the straight stitch machine. See how that kind of ruffled on both sides? It's not necessarily even. Sometimes I get in a hurry. And we're going to sew these two sides together. Now, as you can tell, we're at my straight stitch machine and it is a bright, beautiful day. Look at the sunshine coming in on my sewing machine. So you're going to take those serger stitch ends and you're just going to put those two sides together and you're going to just sew them back and forth. So this is going to be your completed garter, super stretchy, kind of ruffly if you have a skinnier leg. This would also do very well for girls that have larger legs. They can just make their own. So that's the end of this tutorial. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short tutorial on how to make a leg garter for the club. If you like what I'm teaching you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check me out at basictees.com if you want to buy sexy shoes, and basicteesboutique.com that's connected to my Etsy store with the custom-made items that I make and ship out all over the world. Until next time, stay sexy. Bye.